Yeah, this year I'm teaching Explorations in Literature, which is a general course on the canon from Homer to Margaret Atwood. I'm teaching the emergence of modern America, which is American lit between 1890 and the Second World War. I'm teaching the short story, short stories throughout all kinds of literary genres, and approaches to text, which is a more theoretical course that deals with critical debates around all different kinds of literature, including the novel, drama and poetry.
Okay, a couple of those are first year courses. Do they pose particular challenges as a teacher, seminar leader?
They do. They pose particular challenges. I would say the thing that's most difficult is that those students aren't used to being in seminars, that they have issues relating to anxiety, perhaps nervousness, being away from home for the first time, things that are quite difficult for us to engage with maybe 10, 12 years after being that age ourselves in my case. And even though it's really difficult to remember how that feels, I think it's quite important that we do try and remember, because you often feel like students aren't responding to you and aren't talking back to you, but it might not be because they're not interested, it might not be because they're not engaged with the text that you're dealing with, it might just be because there's things going on in your head in their heads that you wouldn't be in a position to know about.
How do you cope with those anxious students?
Well, I think the first thing to do is to try and create an atmosphere where they do feel comfortable, and there's a variety of ways you can go about doing that. I often think that it takes the pressure off them if you put them in small groups to work, and that's another way of dealing with silence in seminars. But having said that, I think that it is often necessary to take a particular student and have a chat with them and find out if there's something in particular that's bothering them. And even if they're not willing to necessarily tell you, it's important to give them the opportunity to speak about any problems they might be having, for example with anxiety, public speaking, that kind of thing.